Hello, my name is Rebecca Kerr. I'm a retired IBM executive, and today I have the privilege of interviewing Mr. João Domingos, the Vice President of Western Europe for Fujitsu Corporation. Hello, Mr. Domingos.
Hi, Rebecca. Nice to be here with you.
I think this is an extraordinary moment in time, and as I had a chance to prepare for our conversation, I saw some innovation in the strategy for Fujitsu that I'd like to talk about. But before we go there, I'd like to talk just a little bit about the closing of fiscal 2022, where your foundational approaches for growth and for stability have yielded some good results, and you have several strategic elements in that. Would you like to comment on the year that has closed?
Yeah, so 2022 has closed for Fujitsu, I think, very well. It's been another stepstone in the transformation journey of this company. We're very proud of the results we have achieved, and it has also been the year where we have launched our strategic intent for the future that we call Uvance, a rebranding of our company. So we have been divesting from several historical assets of the company. That's also part of that preparation. So we were originally a telco company. We became a hardware provider inside the ITC industry, an outsourcer or a services provider, and we want to support our customers now in the digital transformation journey. So we have been transforming all of our corporation to do that. And 2022, we have been able to do that through, I think, a good set of financial results, but most importantly, a good group of measures in terms of the corporate transformation to enable that strategic intent, Rebecca.
Thank you. I think what's extraordinary as we move into talking about Uvance, this new branding, is a lot of this activity happened right in the middle of 2021, when the whole world did not know what the future would look like. And this tremendous set of ideas from Fujitsu about how to have performance that literally matters to the world is extraordinary. As I was reading it and looking at what Uvance is, perhaps you could just take a moment to help people understand where this word came from.
Okay, I'll do that. But I'll take a few steps back. So we are a Japanese company, Rebecca. So the notions of time tend to be quite different to some Western organizations. And I think more than 10 years ago, Fujitsu introduced its strategic vision around human centricity. So we wanted to do things that put humans at the center. And we have been evolving that concept, linking with others that for us are very powerful, like trust. And most recently, through the pandemic, our president, Tokita-san, he has been reflecting on the challenges ahead for the world. And he wanted to redesign Fujitsu's strategy to include all of that. I think he was, as all of us, at his home for several days, and he felt a very urgent need to change pace for our organization. So, looking at the sustainable development goals of the UN, a few other elements of our past and history, Tokita-san created or launched this initiative that we now call Uvance. To your question directly, Uvance is a merge of two words, which is universal advance. It's this ambition to make the world better, to advance us all collectively and inclusively to a better future, and that's been the journey we have started since 2020, announced in 2021, and we're reinventing ourselves, reinventing our organization, creating new portfolio to work with our customers in the areas we think will make most difference to the world. And that's the type of projects we want to embrace and be working in. We still are an outsourcer, we're still an IT company, and we're still doing projects and work with our customers in those areas, but we're introducing more and more elements that we think will make a difference. And using technology to do that. We are a technology company at our core, and we do believe that technology can support people, customers in the end, our people as well, in this future.
Thank you. I love the expression of the purpose of Fujitsu that goes with Uvance, which is building trust in society through innovation. Mr. Domingos, I'd like to ask you about this incredible statement that is the purpose for Fujitsu, which is building trust in society through innovation. And through Uvance, you have 4 verticals and 3 horizontal areas you're focusing on to make this happen. Could you comment on what areas you think you can make the most progress on first, because this is a medium to long-term strategy, and what you're focused on first?
So our strategy is built on, as you say, 3 horizontal areas and 4 verticals that have been chosen. Let me start with the easier part, which is the horizontal areas. We have defined digital shifts, hybrid IT, and business applications as our technology areas we want to play in. This is where the company's strength has been in the past, and that's pretty straightforward to understand. Where it took us more time was to decide and choose vertical areas, and we took a couple of things in mind. First, the market dynamics. Second, the ones that can impact and relate with our purpose better. And third, where Fujitsu has a history, a story around supporting customers in the past. So where these 3 things connected. And the 4 areas we have chosen, one is trusted society, which sometimes even internally people tend to confuse with public sector. So these are not industries. These are completely different things. So topics, for example, like mobility, need to be included in trusted society, and we do have a long history in our company to supporting customers in this area. And again, this is the theme of trust popping up again. The second one is consumer experience. We think that putting people, the customers of our customers at the center is something very important. So how does that experience look like? And the pandemic has affected that tremendously. The third one is sustainable manufacturing. So this is an industry that is completely being changed from the inside with the topic of sustainability, driving a lot of the change inside our manufacturing customers. And we have some of them doing exceptionally good work. And the last one, but not less important, is healthy living. And let's say all of us, I think, have experienced the dramatic changes in this industry over the past few years. Healthy living is very different from country to country. You're in the US, it means different things from us in Europe, surely different from our colleagues in Tokyo. So we do think that Fujitsu has technologies and has points of view in this area that can help us transform organizations in these domains.
So with our time, these are very short interviews, but there are 2 areas that I think all of us would be very interested in your perspective. First one is in the category of trust. How do you measure trust?
So that's a tough question, Rebecca, but let me tell you a story. I'm sure you like stories. I joined Fujitsu 15 years ago, and I had the chance to receive some Japanese colleagues visiting me, and I had everything very well prepared with all the financial statements, all the metrics that like we usually do when we have a visit from corporate, and I was very surprised that the first question they asked me was not how much turnover I had or how much profit I was bringing to the organization, is for how long were our customers working with us. They wanted to know for how long was customer A or customer B a Fujitsu customer. And that was their first question. And I think that relates a lot with the topic of trust you just mentioned. It's hard to put a metric on it, but if I am to choose one, and that's the trigger of your question, I think having a long-term relationship with your customers and having them wanting to recurrently work with you, even if in different areas, is something extraordinarily important. Obviously, there's other areas where trust plays a role, how you support governments, how you support legislation, how Fujitsu has been involved in things like GDPR and other things is also a reflection of other elements of the word trust. but I would put long-term relationships as number one KPI for us in Fujitsu.
It's a great answer. Thank you. So to finish, the world has gone through massive reconsideration of working models. A lot of employees are going through a decision about what do they want in their future. Each generation seems to have a different approach to what they value, what they want. And a multi-generational workforce at Fujitsu is a fact. Any ideas on how to create a sustainable workforce under these conditions?
Yeah, so I think probably you and I, Rebecca, have been educated in management practices where we were told that we need to standardize. We need same processes, same tools, same ways of working, and the best companies of the 20th century are the companies that have been able to standardize the most. I think one size fits all is no longer good in the 21st century, and for this work environment where multi-generations are there are different generations with different needs. Younger generations in particular want to access the best projects, work with the most exciting customers in the best technologies. So we need to really reflect in terms of our big organizations how we do that, how we give that experience, and how we let go a bit more of the command and control thinking that we were all raised to accept and to work under, and create that sort of environment. I think most companies like mine you can refer today as dinosaurs. We all have the ambition to become agile unicorns. So I think the only way to do that is create inside of our organizations that sort of environment and that sort of place to work that attracts people that have different needs.
Thank you. And thank you for your time. I really appreciate the opportunity to have this conversation with you and hear about the strategy at Fujitsu.
Great to meet you. Thank you for your time as well, Rebecca. Thank you.